Greetings everybody, welcome back to Atlas. This is Black Seas 2. Ooh, oh, turn that off. This is Black Seas 2. It's a custom map, a 3x3 grid map that I've put together for a gaming group I am a leader of, called Calizari Inc. What have we got next? Oh, that's me. So as you can see, nice 3x3 map. It's quite a cool map actually. I'm very much enjoying it. I have been playing it for quite some time now. Now, there, door close. There we go. Now, a few things have changed since. Yeah, a few things have changed since I was last on. I have seemed to have inherited a fireplace. No objections, but it wasn't there last I checked. But that's cool. No, there's been quite a few changes actually. Namely, I think I had the galleon docks finished last time. They're way over there. We have a new addition to our livestock, and Mr. Snappy here. Yes, that is correct. Mr. Snappy here is a shark. And yes, it is a tame shark. Mr. Snappy hasn't been eating much of late. As in, he hasn't eaten much of the native wildlife that comes in and tries to attack him. So yes, there's that. Breeding program on our bears is progressing quite nicely. We've gotten some nice combat bears so far. More to come, and as you can see, I'm just about to initiate another breeding cycle. Oh, Luna, how are you, mate? No, I have no problems with the fireplace there. It's it's appropriate there because that's where it should be actually. So yeah, that's not a problem. Disable breeding and disable breeding, and okay. So by the end of this stream, there we go. Yeah, that should work out alright. I've just got to be cautious of time. Yeah, set timer. Here we go, set timer. There we go, do that. Excellent. Now, what other changes have there been? Oh yes, we have a new brigantine dock over here, which has gone through a couple of iterations since last I streamed. Also, Mordred's, who used to have the stone structure here, he is actually moved. He is now residing. Oh, come on down here. He now resides over here. He decided he wanted his own space, which is all cool. So we tore down his structure and we've replaced it with a charcoal factory, for want of a better term for it. The kiln room. And I use this as a good launch off point to create the new brigantine docks, which has gone through well, Luna, only up to this point here was redone. I wasn't happy with the triangle here. I wasn't happy with the meandering path. And when I stood here on the docks on this edge here and looked at it, I realised that it ran as a direct 90 degrees straight back to pretty much the exact same place on the beach that the meandering path was connecting to. So I thought, well, why should we meander? Why not just go straight? It also gives me a square room here, which is really cool, and also gives me the possibility of adding another jetty out through there. So I haven't put it there at this stage. It is a possibility. I mean, if I put a jetty there, sure as eggs, somebody's going to park this side of it, and it's going to make it hard for the Vindicator to get out. Whereas not having a jetty here, the closest you can park is here where the Diligence is, which gives plenty of room for the schooners and sloops. So I'm umming and ahhing about it. As it is, we've got enough mooring points for 3 brigantines, with plenty of expansion room over that way anyway. So I should probably put some doors on them actually. So yeah, the moment I'm calling it done, although I am leaning heavily towards building. No, 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 no. Okay. For those who don't know, I have actually rebuilt these in stone completely twice. The first time I had the jetty pointing in about that direction. The jetties, the main dock's pointing in that direction with the jetties coming off them in an angle like this. And you could dock to the first one here, but you couldn't actually anchor to the rest of them. So I had to scrap all of that and redo it. And so I rebuilt all of this, and yes, you can actually anchor out all of them. And then there was a funny triangular room here with, as you just heard before, a very meandering path that sort of went this way and then this way and then this way. And I decided I would actually pull that out and redo that. And considering there is literally hundreds of foundation blocks that go into just what you're looking at here, this section alone, it was an arduous task because, as you can see, it's pretty deep, and these are all foundation blocks. The originals, it was actually solid throughout, absolutely solid throughout. This one, however, is not. This is a foundation shell. It is actually hollow through the middle. I was smart. I wasn't going to redo hundreds upon hundreds and hundreds of blocks again. So if you look here, this is a ceiling, whereas this is a floor or foundation. So we've got a row of foundations, and then the inner section here is actually ceilings. It's actually hollow underneath here. Not hollow right to the ocean floor. There is actually a layer, a complete sealed layer of foundations underneath here. The same goes for under here. If you knock out one of these blocks here, you've got a swimming pool. It's a fully intact swimming pool. There's actually a floor on it, a foundation floor. And it's the same with each of the jetty storage rooms, which is what I'm calling that there, and this one here. They're exactly the same. They're an outer shell, so they're 5x5, so I can put a layer of foundations around it, and that leaves a 3x3 in the middle here. So the 3x3 in the middle is actually a sealed swimming pool, for want of a better way of yeah, moon pool, ocean pool, I don't know what you'd call it. Yeah, floor there, ceiling there. And all of these, I reinforced all of these with 2 rows of pillars per jetty. The single row down the middle was causing some issues in that the game was getting confused as to whether something was supported or not, and it would randomly disintegrate blocks. If you're demolishing anything on this structure, it would randomly just disintegrate blocks out of the jetties themselves, because it was getting confused as to whether something was actually supported properly or not by foundation. So the two rows of pillars has actually fixed that issue. I have not once had random blocks. Also, I'm quite proud of the way this actually turned out. Very pleased with the way this turned out. The under jetty gives you full access to lower planks of brigantines as well. Ooh, okay, my planks need repair. It doesn't take you right to the very front, but if need be, you can turn the ship around and nose it in, so it gives you full access to all the planks as well. There's also plenty of escapements and re-entries. Like if you fall overboard, you got all these little stairways to be able to get yourself back up onto the jetties. Each of the fronts of the jetties have got one. There's one each side at the back here. On the other side here, there's one off this back here as well. So there's plenty of ways to get back out of the water and back up onto the jetty itself. What I think, yeah, that's exactly right, Luna. That was why when I converted this to a square underdock, like the rest of them, I thought, oh cool, I can put another jetty out here. And then I sort of looked at it and I went, no, that's then going to infringe just a little bit too much on the schooners. And I mean, it's doable, but once you get a ship in here as well, That's another 7 tiles that way that a ship takes up. That's going to make it really too tight for any schooners. So by leaving this out, yeah, okay, another ship, if need be, can back itself in here and can moor up against this, hard against this edge, and not actually have any jetties on the sides. But that still gives plenty of room for the schooners. So that's why I've resisted the urge. I've put the door down there, and I think I'll probably put set of stairs as just another escapement out of the water. Emergency docking, yes, exactly. And hello, Zaraki, how are you? So all in all, and I think it's done to the point where I'm not going to touch it anymore. I don't think, maybe, kind of. No, I'm not. What I am going to do, however, is, well, you saw Mr. Snappy over there? He's currently blocking the small shipyard. So we need a dedicated pen for Mr. Snappy. Now I'm trying to decide where I'm going to put it. Now, oh, I've got to watch for the manta ray. Putting it this side, again, we come back into the same problem we had before. It is possible that it could block the schooners. So I'm thinking of putting it over this side. I'm just trying to decide where. I don't want to block the escapements. Oop. We'll just go up here. I don't want to block the animal escapements because they may be necessary. So, really not sure. Well, I mean, I could put Mr. Snappy's water pens over here. The escapement can come through and, if necessary, can traverse through the water pens to get out the other side. So that's really no big dramas in that respect. I mean, I don't want to turn it into an underwater box. I'll probably use doorways, door frames, because it gives the gaps, and then put gates in it, of course. But that should stop things like other sharks and mantas, in particular, I think, getting into the pen, because I don't think they can get through those doors. No, I don't really want to actually spend the time rebuilding it yet again, Zaraki. I mean, how many days have I spent rebuilding it now? I think there's been 3 days of pretty much all day I've spent, and I've been pretty much rebuilding all of this. Although, Zaraki, you need to be on next time we go and do maps. Luna, Mordred's and myself went and did maps. We just did commons and fines. Um, and just with a single bear each, and we just aced it. With yourself as well, we could probably do journeyman quite comfortably, just on our individual bears, just the four of us. We could quite comfortably do journeyman maps, and like we were just doing maps up there in A1, just bouncing around the Freeport Islands, just doing the maps up there, the commons and the fines, and I think we all came back with over 2k gold, as well as a truckload of mythical blueprints and outfits, and I mean armor blueprints and tool blueprints, and you name it. We got some really nice shit. We even did a couple of maps on this island, a common and a fine. So next time the three of us are on, we'll have to see about doing maps again, because it was a truckload of fun. Yeah. But no, I agree with you. Sealing off this whole area here and turning this whole thing into a big water pen, the animal escapements can come through here, and if necessary, well, see, my concern is just the depth. We need a little bit of depth. Let me go and get Snappy and bring Snappy over here, actually. And we'll see how the depth fares with Snappy. And once we get some at least one dolphin as well, because that'll save getting the dolphin buff. Okay, that's too far up. We don't want to go that far up. Yeah, see, this is too shallow. It is much easier with the dolphin, with the tame dolphin, yeah. The other option, of course, is putting the water pen over here, potentially off this end of the docks. Sort of attach them to the docks. I mean, I don't really see that we're going to need more room. Oh, I don't know. If we build a whaling brig, then we'll need a dock for that. There's a part of me that is tempted to build a combat brig again. And actually, it does appear when you're on the back of the shark that my oxygen is not going down, if you notice. At least that's what it looks like to me. Okay. Actually, we'll give you a bit more carry weight. But this is sort of deep enough that this would make a good water pen area here. This where the actual docks themselves are. That depth of the main docks is actually a good depth for pens by the looks of it. It then starts getting too shallow. Even here is a bit too shallow, really. So yeah, kinda here somewhere. Now, of course, there is another option. However, it is awfully deep. The other option is here, this section. But it doesn't leave any room for any more schooners. No, I don't want a level 5. If it had been level 70, I would have been tempted by taming it. So yeah, so I'm trying to decide where it'd be a good place for a water pen, rather than here, because here is okay for now. Really snappy. Alright. Yeah. I mean, at the moment there's room for another schooner here. I just need to knock this bit out for the underdock. Well, actually, I need to knock the underdock out altogether because with the 3 wide dock, I can't actually. With the 3 wide jetty, I can't actually get down there. I could get another schooner here anyway, but I don't think you'd get one out here. I think it's too deep. Oh no, Hammerfell. No, I don't think. No, Hammerfell was a brigantine. Oh, I don't know. And I think it's too shallow over this side here where we've got the sloops. And I think, believe it or not, I think this section here makes a better sloop docks. You could put a schooner here quite comfortably. And then sloop docks. So, well, actually, here would actually make a good water pen area. I could gate off underneath here where these pillars are, right the way around, and then it's just a matter of gating it off this way, putting a, it's not gating it off, door framing it off, and then putting a gate in it in this end here. This here could work. Leave the other side there for the schooners, put the animal pen here, next to the sloops. Actually, I think that would be a better option. Because now that we've got a brigantine dock, we don't actually use this section here. I only had my brig set up there because it was just easy and convenient to offload, but it's now just as easy and convenient to offload over there. A little bit further to travel to actually take your goods to storage, but that's really no dramas, to be honest. Once you get Veteran Explorer, the encumberment speed buff actually helps a lot. So yeah, maybe underneath in that corner there, I think will be a good spot. Now, since all of these docks here are made out of wood, I think I'll make it out of wood as well, not stone. I'm not going to do stone again. Well, not for a while anyway. I've done it for both the Galleon and the Brigantine docks now. So yes, actually, I've decided this is where the water pen will go. In fact, if I make it so that it comes up here to right next to chocolate pancakes, build another schooner jetty there and say another one there, I'm pretty sure we'd be able to get a schooner right up to here as well, especially if we filled that section in a bit further, because they're sloops, sorry. We'll be able to get sloop right the way up in here as well. So we'd have room for 3 sloops easy. I don't know that we're going to need 3 sloops. I don't think we're going to have 3 sloops. We've got 2. I think that's probably as much as we're going to actually have. So I could run a jetty out through there, put the escape there, another jetty there, put the chocolate pancakes there, maybe another jetty there, just for convenience of either side, and then the water pen in that section there where I'm looking. Honestly, I think I'm liking that more and more that I'm looking at it. It's quite a large area. We've got a shark, a dolphin. Once we get a dolphin, might actually see about, I can't see the purpose of it, but might even see about taming a manta ray. Yes, it appears you can actually tame them, so I was just as surprised as everybody else that I've spoken to that you could even tame the sharks, that they'd brought that in. I get notified of patches and updates and releases, and I don't remember seeing on any of those mention about making sharks tameable, but I could have overlooked it. Manta rays are the same. When you get their health down to a certain point, it stuns them. It knocks them into a stun lock, which is the same as a bowler stun, and it gives you the option then to be able to feed them. And when you feed them, taming goes up, and that's how I tamed Mr. Snapper here. So I don't know. I really don't. But yes, that's where the water pen's going, and I'm going to start doing that now. Now I think I've got some prefabricated stuffs. I need to get into the habit of coming and checking the prefabricated stuffs before I actually go anywhere else. Ah, perfect. Got some of them. Don't need any of them nor them at this stage. I will put this fish meat away though. There's another 175 fish meat there. And do we actually make use of the prime shark meat for anything? Other than turning it into jerky that nobody seems to be using at this point in time? It just names it salted prime fish. It doesn't say it's prime, any specific prime. I'm going to convert another 100 of it into prime anyway, into jerky. Okay, so I'll have to do a test actually when it comes to nutrition wise for the blue, whether the salted fish and the salted prime fish, whether the salted prime fish gives you more of blue than the standard salted fish. I mean, you would assume it would, otherwise why would you have it in the game? I'll have to run a test on that. I have not actually tested that, to be honest. Okay, now I'm going to need a lot more of these, but I'll do this anyway. I'll put these back on my hotbar. Exactly. The meals are good for at base. I mean, they're good for on ships as well. But hang on, stop and think, Callum. Stop and think. I probably should actually build the jetties for the sloops first. Taken down. Oh, minimal. Yeah, actually, I should probably build the jetties for the sloops first. That way, I've got the room available. I know what room I've got available, and I'm thinking, let's push it right back here. Let's make one of the jetties here. Yeah, you've still got the escapement out of the water here. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's just put you there for the moment. I'll need more of those. I'm not going to use stone. What I am going to do though, accordion songs. What have we got here? Gold yield, no, we keep those, they could be useful. Affinity for taming, well, don't really need that because we've got nice high taming speeds. XP booster, we'll go with that one. I'm going to put some music on. Alright, come on, Anne. You got a lot of changes of clothes, Anne. Why you got changes of clothes? That's right. Use. Thank you. There we go. The dulcet tones of an accordion. And yes, folks, if you can see our nice little ring here, she is actually generating a buff at the moment. Now, for those who don't know, yes, you can get Silent Crew to play accordions. When they start playing for the very first time they play through the song, it does generate a buff, just like a player. And they don't make mistakes, so you actually get the buff. There we go, so I just got the buff. But you notice that the greeny bit went away. She'll continue to play that song over and over again ad infinitum. However, you only get the buff on the very first playthrough. So I've got the XP bonus there, which could be useful, so I'm going to be crafting stuff. Wood. Now, we need a few of these. Not that many of them, maybe. So let's go 30 of them. We're going to need some of these. Not that many. Probably 30 of them. Now, whilst that's crafting up, I'm going to go and show you something else that a lot of people aren't aware of as well. Yes, we can get Silent Crew to play, and I'm about to reveal a secret that apparently not many people know about, and I've even heard Grapeshot say is actually not a possibility. So I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I'm going to show you something, a little secret here. So yes, you can get Silent Crew to play accordion and play accordion songs. That's easy. You just tell them to equip the accordion, tell them to play it. Bingo, works. Somebody's been messing with my ship. Okay, okay, I still do have in-game sounds. Phew, sorry for a second that my in-game sounds are broken again. But yes, as you can see, I have a Silent Crew who's currently playing the drums. And yes, he's actually playing the drums. And yes, when you first give him a song, and the first playthrough of the song you give him, it gives the buff. But apparently, it's not possible to do that. As you can see, it is possible. There is a trick to it, however, that not a lot of people are aware of. And yes, like I said, I'm giving away a secret here that I've heard from many people, and many people have claimed is actually not doable. You put the drums on your ship. You put the Silent Crew on your ship, on the drums. You put the music in the drums. Well, that is just pretty standard. However, he will not give you the option to play the music. What you have to do is you have to transition between one cell and another. You've got to go through that shimmer, that cell wall, so that the game reloads the ship and the drums and the Silent Crew into a new server. And as soon as you do that, it initializes the Silent Crew to be able to play the drums. And you can then say, play song, and he plays the song, as you can see. So, like I said, there is a trick to it. It is doable, contrary to what a lot of people say. A lot of people on the Atlas forums have said, no, it's not possible. I've heard unofficially that Grapeshot say, no, it's not possible. As you can see, it is actually possible. There is just a little trick in how to do it. So there, you've just gotten a free tip and tidbit of secrecy Just gave it away. I know. Okay, what we're going to do though is we're going to put a pillar here. Hang on, let me just check where those other ones positioned. In the center here. Cool, we'll do that one as well here. That one there. No. Alright, that should stop any chance of anything breaking. Okay. Follow the same procedures. Go 3 drop of support. Now I think, why is there a male seagull inside my ship? And stay out. Wow, I can actually move the ship backwards before it's finished raising the anchor. That's sweet. Just looking at the distance and spacing here. One, two. Yeah, let's leave 3. Let's leave a bit of space. That way it's just not too cramped. Ooh. Ah, okay. I can fix that. Yeah, we've got to jump back in the water again anyway. Come on, stop swinging. Yeah, see, that works alright. Okay, now we're going to just move the pancakes. Except there's no silent crew on it. That's right, I forget about that. No, not fully open. Let's just open you 10%. Hey, come back here. And a fine house in a boat it is too. There we go. I have dedicated storage. Now, it means I could probably... I don't know, how deep is it here? I actually probably could... Actually, I probably could move the schooner up to here. Believe it or not, gives us more room here as well. I'll worry about them another time. We're looking at... Looking at... Water pen. That's right, water pen. Now, I will leave space here for another sloop if need be, so that's 3 space there. So here, I'm just going to drop one of these here to indicate this as the water pen area. Or maybe a bit smaller, I don't know. What are we looking at? 1, 2, 3. 9 wide, actually that works out well. Because the gate is probably a 3x3 gate. That's the medium wide, which I think would be perfect for this. I think. We could say make it a 9x9. How wide are we? How far across are we the other way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9x9 there. Actually, a 9x9 would probably work well. And that be the dawn, yes. So let's go with a 9x9. Why? Because it just sounds like a cool number to go with. Oh, I put them away, didn't I? Now, I'm trying to think about where I'm going to actually put these. And I can't see anything under here. Still can't. Ah, there we go. I mean, I guess I could make the entrance come in through here. Actually, there's a thought. Yeah, it's sneaky too. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it is 9x9. Hey! I don't think so. Which means I do need to pick up, we'll pick up what I can. I need to level them. Each of these segments have got to be leveled, probably to match the uppermost one. Two, three. No, yeah, I know what I've got to do. Oh, bother. That one. That's better. Sorry about that. Hang on. I think we have some of them made too. Let me just check. Should always check storage. I do. Excellent. Just turn the light off, otherwise we're wasting oil. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What we need to do is we need to level these to a multiple of 2, which is 1, 2. Oh, bother, I can't see through that. 1, 2, 3. So there, we need to level to that. That's fine. That's not. That's fine. That's not. And then that should be fine. 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yes, that should be fine. So that level there is fine. Okay. That's 2 up. That level there is fine. And that's pretty much it, I think. Don't need to put 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's to there. Okay, well, it's not going to be 9. It's going to be 11. It'll bring it right to this. Okay, so let's try that again. Really? What on earth was the snapping to there? And the reason why I'm going right the way up is because in high swells, I don't want it. No, I don't need to do that. It's in here. In high swells, we don't need to swell actually bringing anything in. So we're basically turning it into a cage. Yes. Use the bear to kill it and then manually harvest it. Oh, look at that. Really, game? Five minutes, my alarm's going to go off shortly. Is that the only part that's busted? Looks like it. don't think I'll put a support underneath that. That and that, thank you. What we're going to do is we'll put that back there, then drop one of these down underneath it. See if that's going to clear that issue. I will need to now repair the walls and stuff. Yes, 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 yes. I just said the alarm was about to go off. Is it those same blocks that actually got blown out each time? Because I actually never saw the issue you guys kept telling me about. I wasn't disputing it, I never saw it myself. You can't have chocolate. It's not allowed. It's against your diet. Oh, before I forget, put them back in there. Two minutes. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, well, I added another pillar support underneath this, as you saw, so hopefully that should stop that. Because it's now supported. Obviously, I didn't think it was supported somewhere here because this foundation is like back here somewhere. So hopefully that's not going to do that one again. Yeah, it's possible actually. I'm going to have to wait here for a few seconds until 66 seconds until this is birthed. And then let's have a look at time. We're going to 12. Yeah, okay, that should be alright. Oh dear. Just had to figure out the care cycle, which is like an hour and 35 minutes. Make sure it's not going to be after I go back to work, but no, it's going to be good. Hopefully we'll get another decent combat pair out of this. Oh, bother. Can't level this one. Which means it's dying. Because I can't level it. And that's useless to me. Come here. Yeah, I'm going to shovel it to death. Seriously, game. Actually, I'm just going to kick you all back to that screen because you don't really need to see me shoot a bear. I mean, I'm not completely insensitive to my audience. You don't need to see that. Okay. Now, back over here, Mr. Turtle. What? Serious? How did that... I'm not going to be able to get that out of there, am I? I mean, I've never seen that actually happen before.
I have.
Yeah, it's pain is what it is. How are you, Mordred?
Not
Nah,
bad.
fine. It's going to stay there. I'm not going to try and get that out. To hell with it.
I'm guessing you're building the pen for Snapper?
For the water tames in general. Decided we did... Oh, no. We do need an actual pen for water tames because I do want to tame a dolphin. Because it's going to make getting the dolphin intelligence buff so much easier to have a tame one. Because inevitably, every time I want to do some decent crafting, even after respecking, I've got to go out and try and find a dolphin. And when you need to find one, you can't find one. It's pain.
That is very true.
And since
Hello, Lunar.
they can be tamed, I figured let's see about taming one eventually. I'm not rushing. Yeah, for I think it's thatch and wood, isn't it? Yeah, let's get both thatch and wood. No, not from here. Let's just go over here. And wood.
Looks like you need a lot more wood walls.
Yeah. Making the pen is going to be 9 by 11. Yes, I think what it worked out at.
I just thought of something. Do any of our islands have tortugas on them?
I've not seen any, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're not. Honestly, I don't know. It's really disconcerting hearing Snapper breathing in there. You know, every time in the past we've heard that sound, and there's been a shark somewhere that we need to try and avoid
Kill.
or kill. Yeah. And now, oh, that's just our shark. Don't worry about it.
And hello, Zaraki.
Oh, flock off. Oh, I had it there for a second. Gotcha. That one I managed to pick up at least. No.
Do you know I'm going to respec for crafting tonight?
Yeah. You want to make some of them blueprints we got.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that. Alright, take it easy, man. I'll be probably gone by the time you get back. So, you have a good one, man.
See you later, Luna.
Alright.
Oh, why are you making it out of doorways?
Oh, just act like a cage. It's also will stop just to stop other things coming in as well.
Yeah, it'll stop the bigger things, but I think the smaller fish will be able to swim through it.
No, I don't mind that. It's the thing like the manta rays and the sharks that I'm trying to keep out. And it will certainly keep both of them out. And I don't want to completely seal it, so... Call it one of those weird aesthetic things.
I think I'll take my brig.
Where are you taking your brick?
Down to the report so I can...
What, so you can respec? You should be able to respec. unless you've respec'd within the last level. You get a respec every level.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, have a look at your inventory. It's next to character stats. That gear icon is a respec icon. Click on that and it respecs you. You get that option every level.
I was not aware.
Yeah, you don't need to go and buy it
Huh.
unless you respec and then you want to respec again before you hit your next level. That's the only time you need to go and buy one. Whoa, that was... What the hell's going on with the lighting here? Looks like lightning. What was that? Was bizarre.
Your icon in inventory, you said?
Yeah, go into your inventory where it says character stats, that gear looking thing with the person in front, in between it, in it. If you have a look at my stream,
I found it.
you hit that and it wipes all your levels and all your skills and drops all your inventory items and your hotbar items back in your inventory and lets you reapply all those levels and then rebuild all your skills. But then you can't do it again until you've leveled up again. But yeah, you have that option every level. So I mean, I'm 3/4, 4/5 of the way towards the next level. I could respec now, and then I wouldn't be able to respec until I hit level 62. But as soon as I hit level 62, it gives me that extra option again. Yeah, see, this is why I took the doorways right to the very top of the actual docks, because with a swell like this, something might be able to wash over the top. Besides which, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. However, the rest of this is going to have to wait for now, because I've got to close my stream off at this point in time. Yep, there it is. I've got other commitments, so I'll have to come back and do this another time. So, I'll complete it another time anyway. Let me just offload all of this stuff back into structure storage. Yeah, let's just do the right thing, close all the doors. Let me just quickly do this. I forgot to check Snapper's trough to see if he still had meats. He does. There's some more. Alright folks, well thank you for stopping by. I really should do something with Perry at some stage. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Yeah. As you may have noticed in the stream chat there, all of my servers here are actually hosted by gPortal. Fantastic game server hosting service, and if you're ever thinking of hosting your own game server, by all means hit that link in the chat message there, or in the info panel or description below this video, and bounce on over to gPortal, and you can get 5% off on any game server hosting. So by all means, go and check them out. They're a fantastic service, and I highly recommend them. So until next time, again, thanks for stopping by. Happy sailing, and I'll see you next time.